will be my fight stance position. His right foot's forward, my right foot's forward. If his left foot's forward, again, fight stance, right foot, cross collar, and as soon as I grip it, I step and I drag. And I'm trying to get to his leg, but he's done a good job building that wall. Can we all agree we get to this position and stop? Yes, sir. Man, excellent. Let's see who's the first one to screw up here. 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, go. Knee down and his hand down to stop him. His right hand goes to my shoulder, so it's hard for me to wrestle up from this position. I'm not going to be able to grab his leg and wrestle up from here because of the wall that he's built. This is our stopping position. If he doesn't build an adequate wall, then I'm just going to wrestle up from there every time. All right, I think collar drags are a really high efficient, low risk opportunity for a takedown. All right, so I'm here with Professor. Again, I find his fight stance, then I mimic his stance. So again, I'm here, I find his fight stance, I'll mimic his stance. As soon as I mimic my stance, I'm reaching cross collar, I'm stepping, I'm dragging. He puts his knee down as an anchor, and he uses his left hand as a base. He puts his hand on my shoulder, keeping me from being able to wrestle up from this position. So there's a huge hole between his leg, or from his ankle and his knee. I'm gonna pull myself underneath that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my right hand, let go of the lapel, I'm gonna pull myself all the way underneath and all the way to the other side. So I'm rocking from my right hip all the way to my left hip. Now if y'all wanna come over here and take a look at where my right hand is, this is going to be really important at first. My right hand is cupping over his hip. I'm not grabbing his belt. I'm cupping over his hip, and I'm pulling his hip back with my hand. So I'm not letting his hip come forward. I'm pulling it down. So therefore, can you move your knee down? Hard, right? If I lose this pressure, move your knee downward. Easy. So this hand grip right here is really going to help out. Next, my left hand is going to be on the knee. My elbow is going to be tight to my rib, so there's a wall between my elbow and my hand. Also keeping him from being able to bring his knee down. Can you bring your knee down? Absolutely. My head is up. Can you bring your left knee up and over my head? By keeping my head up, can you bring it up and over? No. If I'm lazy, can you bring it up and over? All right, so make sure that we're not being lazy from here, and if you start to feel his knee come up, you're lifting that head up as well too. On my hip, I'm not flat. If I'm flat, this gives him an easy opportunity to attack and then stabilize the position for him to pass. If at any given time he gets an underhook, all right, I want us to practice this. He has the underhook. Notice how he has an elbow-knee connection right here where he's tight. I want to go from one hip to the other. I'm going to go left, right, and then back to left. And watch how he posts his hand on the mat. Right there, there's space between his elbow and his knee for my hand to come right back under and pummel. So when y'all get here, practice this a little bit. He gets the underhook, rock, post, pummel. Underhook, rock, post, re-pummel. So that's going to be really important as well too. And I just want us to practice pulling ourselves into that deep half for now. How do I get there? I find his fight stance, cross collar, step, drag, anchor. Oh, look right here. Perfect post. I'm going to pull myself underneath. When I pull myself underneath, I'm going to rock all the way from my right hip to my left hip. He's not moving much. He's just rotating a little bit. Get the underhook. Rock, re-pummel. Underhook. Rock, re-pummel. And then from here, practice what was I doing wrong that kept giving me the underhook. All right, now try to get the underhook. So now I'm getting a little bit better. Keep my elbow tight. Here, not so much. So we can all agree we've been in half guard before, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm blocking the bicep. Can we all agree?
Yes, sir.
All right, now if he goes to pull his arm back, there's a disconnect. Can you punch me? No, disconnect, now punch over the top, right? So if I feel a disconnect, man, all right, can you punch me from here? All right, so I got to keep walking back and forth. So MMA, deep half guard is a good guard as a transitional position. Do you want to stay there? No. But if there's a disconnect, do I want to hang out there and try and find his bicep in half guard? Nope. I want to hide my head as fast as I can. All right, ready with our partners. 1, 2, 3. Oh. It's very key for me to keep him off balance. I don't want him to settle in and put me flat. We talked a little bit about this as well. So I pull myself into deep half. All right, I'm here. I pull myself underneath. As I pull myself underneath, my right hand is finding that far side hip, and I'm rotating always over from my right to my left. My head is up, I'm not being lazy. With my right hand, I'm gonna start doing that lapel, and I'm gonna feed that lapel over to my left hand. Now, here's the key to this, my footwork. What I want my footwork to be is I want my feet to be like butterflies. So bring your right heel behind you. You see how you did that? All right, go back. If I put my right heel here, bring your right heel behind you, I built just a little bit of a wall right here. So again, when I go to rotate, instead of just keeping my knees pinched or figure fouring or whatever, bring your right heel behind you again. You see how he's able to turn it? What I want is I want to keep him spread out. So my right foot just goes behind him. Now my left foot goes here. We call this a butterfly grip, right? So think of it like a butterfly. I'm just blocking his ankles with my feet. This allows me to elevate him while keeping him light on one side while keeping his weight over to the other. Again, if he's trying to punch, it's very hard if his weight is over to one side, right? But look at the space that I've made so easily with my left hand to be able to come underneath and out feed that lapel. Now my right hand, once the feed happens, I want to feed, but I want to keep that knee, that elbow kind of high. Right now I know y'all are like, oh, but he can have the underhook. But I'm keeping the weight this way, so it's going to be hard for him to underhook while doing this. My right hand will come back to the opposite side hip again. Not the belt, I like the hip because I'm able to bind it. I want to rotate from my right to my left. And right here, as I start to square up, my feet will go to the mat. I will bridge up and over. As I bridge up and over, Professor Saji's right hand is going into my lapel. Cross side. Yep. And as I rotate over, he's going to lock in the head-only triangle. All right, now the key to the head-only triangle is whatever side I'm cross-collar grip, it's either my blade is blocking his artery or my lapel is blocking the artery. The other side of the artery is being blocked by my hamstring. All right, so I have to have two things compressing. My hamstring on one side and lapel on the other. And then the squeeze. If you miss the lapel, I was able to get the head, but I wasn't able to get the lapel, right? So I have compression here. I need now compression here. So I can just take my knuckles. I can open the knee, so I'm tight. There's no room. Open the knuckles, and then close. All right? While making eye contact. It helps. Makes you uncomfortable. We'll tap way quicker. All right, so again, how did I get there? So position to where I'm not able to wrestle up. So I'm going to pull myself underneath, keeping him off balance. As I do that, I'm rotating from my right all the way over to my left. I undo the lapel. As I undo the lapel, I'm looking for my butterfly hooks. I want to make sure that I'm able to elevate him, keep him light. My right hand feeds to the left. My right hand goes back to the hip. I rotate from one side to the other. And then when I'm ready to explode, I put my feet to the mat. I bridge my hip up and over. And he locks in the triangle. Guys, don't cheat your partner. If it's not tight, don't tap. Yes, all right? If there's pressure, don't tap. Yes. All right? If it's choking you, tap. All right? Okay, any questions? Yes, with our partners? Oh, yes, sir. One more time? Yeah. All right. Like, no. I find his fight stance, cross collar, drag, rotate, feed lapel, get the butterfly grip, rock back, bridge. Tap. Nice. With our partners, 1 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 1.